So this guy's up in Alaska. The Tea Party Jaguars gave him $600,000 to beat Lisa Murkowski. And he spent that money. They might not have been the Jaguars. It might have been the Patriots or maybe the Buccaneers. Anyway, they gave him the $600,000, and he ran this campaign, pretending to be a populist, etc. He's with the little guys, except for if they're out of a job, then screw them. He's going to explain his stance on unemployment. Let's go to clip number 1. This ought to be good.
Unemployment benefits. You say that they are unconstitutional, and I have 2 questions. First of all, why are unemployment benefits unconstitutional? And secondly, the Census Bureau this week came out with new figures that indicated 44 million Americans are living in poverty, and without unemployment benefits, a lot more, millions more would be living in poverty. What would you do for them?
Well, I think the question is, what is the role of the federal government? Right now, we've grown the federal government into such a size that we have what? I think in absolute terms now, $13.4 trillion in debt. If you look at the future unfunded obligation, which a lot of those are the entitlement programs, by some estimates, $130 trillion. That's unsustainable. That's just the facts. And I think Americans recognize that those are the facts. The exciting thing is that Americans are looking for answers. Alaskans are looking for answers. Here in Alaska, 40% of our economy is somewhat derived from the federal government. If we continue to say that things got to continue the way they are, the expansion of the government, which is unconstitutional in many ways, is the wave of the future. It is a dead-end road, particularly for this state, because of that impending bankruptcy.
But Mr. Miller,
the nation as a whole.
If I may, because I'm not sure you answered my question. Why are unemployment benefits unconstitutional? And in a time of a tough economy, a recession, and now a kind of jobless recovery, what are you going to do for the 44 million people who are living in poverty?
I think what you need to look at is the context. We had an extension of unemployment benefits several weeks ago, which is beyond what we've had in the past in this country. What we have in this country is an entitlement mentality. It's an entitlement not just at the individual, but even at the state level, that if all goes wrong, it's the federal government's role to get in there and provide for the general welfare, to basically provide for the solvency, particularly of states and other entities. You know, the Constitution provides enumerated powers. And I guess my challenge is to anybody that asks, show me the enumerated power. And then look at the 10th Amendment that says, if it's not there in the Constitution, it's a power that belongs to the state and the people. And I think we as a people need to stop being disingenuous about what the Constitution provides for. It does not provide for this all-encompassing power that we've seen exercised over the last several decades. It's what's gotten us into this bankrupt position.
Yeah, that's interesting. So asked twice, what are you going to do for the people who are either in poverty or unemployed? Answer, not a damn thing, other than
rough talk him and run him off.
Okay, so, you know, he says giving them help is unconstitutional, that we have an entitlement mentality in the country. Now, I've gone over this before. You know why Social Security, for example, and Medicaid are called, or Medicare, I should say, are called entitlements. Because you put money into Social Security, as an example, hence you are entitled to get the money back, because it's your money, right? This entitlement mentality, like you want your money back. We already spent it, man, on wars. It was awesome. Now, he says unsustainable. No. If we give money to the unemployed, that's unsustainable. All right, so I assume then giving $700 billion worth of tax cuts to the top 2%, that would also be unsustainable. Oh, no, that's massively sustainable. Yeah, that's fantastic. Tax cuts for the rich, always sustainable. But if you're at the bottom, man, come on.
Get.
You're unsustainable. You got an entitlement mentality. Entitlements are for Wall Street, not for the little people. Now, if my Wall Street buddies ask me, the same people who funded my campaign through the Tea Party Panthers, then that's fantastic. Yeah, I give them billions. I give them trillions. Yeah, I got no problems with that. But you're unsustainable, okay? By the way, the constitutionality issue was settled decades ago. When it comes to the Commerce Clause, over a century ago. And this guy wants to go back and relitigate. What do you want to relitigate, Marbury versus Madison? Oh, can the Supreme Court do anything? I don't know. ridiculous. Yeah, come on, please don't put these lunatics in the Senate. You know, it's Alaska. He could easily win. You're going to have this crazed guy who wants to undo the entire government. You're going to have him in the Senate.